There is a very specific type of embarrassment reserved for the person who shows up to a fight, throws punch after punch after punch, and watches their opponent sip a glass of water and walk away. That is precisely what is happening right now between NLE The Great, formerly known as NLE Choppa, and YoungBoy Never Broke Again. And honestly, it might be the most entertainingly one-sided beef hip-hop has produced in years. If you're new here, hit subscribe and tap that notification bell right now because the hip-hop watchdog keeps score, and somebody's scoreboard is looking very, very empty. Let's start with the origin story, because this beef goes back further than most people realize. The tension between NLE Choppa and YoungBoy traces back to January 2022, when DJ Akademiks posted a tweet praising YoungBoy for being on Demon Time. Lil Reese responded by implying YoungBoy was fraudulent, and NLE Choppa agreed with him. Choppa had previously defended King Von and Lil Durk, artists YoungBoy had already dissed. 6 days later, YoungBoy fired back with a diss track called Know Like I Know. That was 2022. 3 years later, NLE decided it was time to go nuclear. The recent change of his name to NLE The Great reflects a larger spiritual shift. And what kicked off this new chapter of beef was not a rumor or a social media post. It was a dream. NLE said he was awakened out of his sleep with a vivid dream in which he was holding a young boy's head in his hand and bringing it to his father. He woke up, prayed about it, and decided that dream was a divine sign to drop a diss track. He told this story to Rolling Stone multiple times, by his own count at least 4 or 5 times in interviews. The man had a dream about decapitation and decided to release it as a press release. The result was KO, released October 30, 2025, taking direct inspiration from Tupac's Hit 'Em Up, sampling the exact same Dennis Edwards record. The cover art featured NLE holding YoungBoy's severed head. The music video paid homage to Michael Jackson, Prince, Muhammad Ali, and Mike Tyson, and portrayed a YoungBoy-esque figure as weak and shivering. Theatrical, cinematic, unquestionably ambitious. YoungBoy said nothing. So NLE dropped Messiah, Devil's Diss. Then on November 27th, he dropped a third track called Hello Revenge, which escalated the beef further, with NLE positioning himself to take more risks as a competitor in hip-hop, continuing to build the case that his strikes against YoungBoy had a moral basis, aimed at YoungBoy's public perception and his influence on the younger generation. The music video opens with Bible verses. Then NLE appears in an all-black cowboy outfit, dancing. And that dancing right there is what broke the internet, not the lyrics, the dancing. Freddie Gibbs took to his Instagram story to share his reaction to the Hello Revenge video, writing, "I don't know if bro's serious, but I've been laughing at this for 20 minutes. Not laughing with him, at him." And Freddie Gibbs is a man who has been in actual rap beef with actual consequences, so his comedy review carries significant weight. Meanwhile, YoungBoy eventually dropped the Zero IQ freestyle, and while the 26-year-old appeared to indirectly reply to NLE, it was clear he didn't see Choppa on his level or as someone worth directly addressing. YoungBoy rapped, "Respond to him, he ain't never ran nothing down." That was it. No name, no dedicated track, just a throwaway bar buried inside a freestyle that also aired out a woman for allegedly sleeping with Kevin Durant. NLE Choppa got less real estate in that song than an NBA player's situationship. NLE Choppa, who publicly said he still loves YoungBoy despite dissing him on KO, continued firing shots, even in the face of total radio silence on the other end. 3 diss tracks, a billboard in Baton Rouge, a divine dream, a name change, a cowboy outfit, dancing, and YoungBoy still would not say his name out loud on record. They were originally compared when NLE first debuted in 2019, and NLE once showed genuine love for YoungBoy on social media. That fondness has now curdled into the most publicly ignored beef in recent memory, where one man is screaming into a megaphone and the other has his earpods in, completely unbothered. Whether this is the coldest power move in rap or the beginning of NLE's evolution into something genuinely dangerous remains to be seen. But right now, the scoreboard reads 3 diss tracks, 0 direct responses, and 1 very confused cowboy hat. Thanks for watching.